Alright, hi, real quick, I'm gonna record a video on ink saving abilities for 10 and my thoughts on them. So, let's start. So, first thing I'm gonna look at is comeback. So, you always want one sub on 10 at least of ISM. I'd say one sub is usually what you want to run because this puts you from 9 shots per ink tank to 10, and it also allows you to get 7 shots uh, after shielding because recovering 0.2 ink is really not that hard at all. So yeah, and then if you activate comeback, you get up to 12 shots, and I gotta just do this math real quick. So every shot takes 8.3 repeating. I'm just gonna try to do this. I'm gonna see how many shots you can get. And then we divide by that. Okay, so after shielding, you get 9 shots with comeback plus one sub ISM. So now we're gonna move on to LDE. I should go here. Ugh. So with LDE, we're gonna assume max LDE is activated because that's really usually when you have LDE activated, it's gonna be maxed out. Because like if it's 31 gives you a huge boost, and that's also an AP of 2 at or yeah, once you get to 30. And if not, it's like around there. But if you're around like 50, one sub isn't gonna be that noticeable, for example. So we're just gonna assume to make things or one AP, not one sub. So we're just gonna assume you're at max LD, which I think this is around 8 subs, if I'm correct. So we're just gonna run one sub because yeah, that's usually what you do. So we'll calculate. So you get 14 ish shots, 15 if you run 2 subs, but I don't really think it's worth it to run 2 subs because that's a decent amount of QR you're giving up. So you get 14.71 shots. So, but yeah, 14 shots without shielding, and with if you shield, how many shots is that? Oh my god, no. We want to divide by this number. There we go. So you get you get 12 shots with shielding compared to the 9 shots. So it's 2 more shots pretty much with shielding. And then, but the important thing to mention is you don't get these 2 abilities here, or 3 abilities: run speed, swim speed, and special charge. So, all right, let's talk about my thoughts on this now. So I feel like as a 10, you're gonna activate comeback for, let's say, around, if you die around 7 times, which I'd say is around like pretty typical 10 deaths in a 5 minute game. That would mean you have it activated for 2 minutes and 20 seconds. So that's like nearly half of the game. Meanwhile, with LDE, I feel like it's going to be really hard to calculate how much on average you'd have LDE active for a game because some games are high scoring, some games are low scoring. But I feel like for zones, I think it's pretty safe to say that you'll most likely have it for around as much as comeback. So let's assume that LD and comeback are active for the same amount of time. Which do I think is better? Well, I feel like since you're going to be swimming in your shield a lot, you're not really going to need the extra, if you look here, 2 shots, both shielding and not shielding, since like you're probably gonna be like swimming through some periods, since 12 shots already is like quite a lot with 10, and 9 shots plus a shield, you're going to be swimming in the shield and probably recovering some ink in that. So I feel like the extra ISM you get from LD isn't really worth it. And then, like, getting the special charge from is so useful for being able to farm specials after dying, which, like, helps you get in from back into the game. So, yeah, that's pretty much the reason why I think comeback is more useful than LDE on Tent. That being said, I do get where LDE comes from, but think I'm gonna probably stick with comeback mostly. So yeah, those are my thoughts.